Now today we are going through what we call conditional statements in C++. So a conditional statement is a statement that allows a program to make a decision based on whether a condition is true or false. In simple words, a conditional statement tells the computer if this condition is true, do one thing, otherwise do something else. And then we have types of conditional statement in C++. We have the if statement, and this is used when you want to do something only if a condition is true. And don't worry, we'll go through an example to see how these unfolds. And then the second one is if statement, used when you want one action if the condition is true and the other action is false. And then we have the if else statement, used when there are several possibilities. So let's go through an example. So let's create a folder and name it conditional and hit enter. Now let's open our code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. So we will be carrying out a project. Okay, a project. So let's open the folder we just created. Conditional. New file, main.cpp, enter, create file. Now let's begin our code, and as usual, the hash include iostream, iostream, enter, using std. So now let's begin. So this is the project we are coming to do. So topic if else. So write a C++ program that accepts a voltage or reading and classifies it using the table below. So voltage ranges and then the output. So at first we are going to declare a variable called voltage. Let's declare a variable called voltage. So the voltage is going to be a double, and then voltage, and then let's output cout, enter the voltage, and then in the voltage. That is the variable we just created. Have it here, and then semicolon, and then our condition. If the voltage is less or equal to 0, then we print what? And cout invalid voltage. As you can see here, the question says if the voltage is less than 0, we should print invalid voltage reading. and that is what we just did. So invalid voltage reading, then semicolon. Now else if, because there are other conditions here, we need to use the else if, otherwise we could have just gone straight to else. So because there are other conditions, we need to use else if, and then open, enter, enter. Then we bring our condition here. Voltage is less or equal to 50, and then let's copy this C out here and paste it down here, then go inside and edit this thing. So between 0V to 50 we have a low voltage, so let's put low voltage, and now let's copy this else if and then place it down here, enter, enter. Now if the voltage is less than or equal to, that is the condition we are going to put here. So the voltage is less than or equal to 250, or rather, let's see, say it's 240, 240, then we print what? We print what? Normal voltage. And we move to another if else. The voltage is less or equal to 415. We should see out what? We should see out high voltage, else see out impedance voltage. And we are done here. So bring return 0. Now let's save this. Now run our code. Run code. So the action has to enter our voltage. Let's say 40. Enter. So we entered 40, and 40 is low voltage. Now there's a small mistake. See, when we enter the 40, it adds up to the voltage. There should be a space here. So let's go back here and edit this. So let's add a colon space. Let's save. Now when we run this code, say 50. Now see there is a space and the indication that is a low voltage. Now we are done with this See you next time, guys. Bye.